Righty. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. So, last upper body session of week 3. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm starting to feel the effects of this program, which is the good news, because obviously, although this is only week 3, before week 1, although I wasn't exactly doing this, I was still doing, I was still progressively overloading. I was still kind of like coming to the gym 5 days a week. So all these aspects of my training were still there. But obviously now I'm just doing more targeted, like upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, so on and so forth, 5 days a week. So what I'm trying to say is weights feel heavy. And I have to go up again on weight here because last week we did 6 plates for 15 reps, and this exercise is supposed to go up to 15 reps. So I have to go up a plate now, so I can stay true to that sort of range, see what I can do. Having said that, I could just be a little wimpy here. And what I mean by that is the moment I start actually moving, might be all right. So we'll see. But yeah, 7 plates, an extra plate, compared to last week. And we'll see how many reps we can actually do here. So we're doing upper chest flies. So I'm going to be coming here, stretching my chest, arching my back, and then bring them up here. The moment I bring them up here, I start the decline, kind of like slowly eccentric, and obviously with a lot of control. So we're going to get into it. Okay, so 7 plates is actually quite a lot. But I want to see whether or not I actually do the amount of reps required to call it a good weight for the exercise. So with that being said, I have 7 plates. I did a couple of warm-up sets with the 7 plates. First of all, more funny thing. As I was going up and then on the way down, when I was pushing up, the seat was moving backwards. So I put a plate on the bench to keep it in place. This is the kind of shit that you're going to have to deal with at some point. As you progress and as you get stronger, it's kind of like things just start to happen that didn't happen before. You start to have issues you never had to deal with before. But here we are. Bench is slipping because there's so much weight pulling me back. And when I kind of like pull against it, I'm being pulled backwards. So with that being said, let's do it. But yeah, this shit is heavy. Oh, shit. Oh. That was 12 reps, not bad at all. But that was heavy. That shit was heavy. Okay, so 12 reps. So yeah, 12 reps. I'm pretty happy with that, I'm not going to lie. Because as I said in the beginning, that extra plate actually makes quite a bit of difference in terms of weight. It's a lot. And I think now we're just kind of like at the stage where doing more weight is becoming less and less of an option, just because the weight, that increase of 5 kilos or however much there is actually on the bar, on the machine, on the cable, is just a little bit too much. So we're just at that point, but we're going to stick to 7 plates and have 2 more sets here. There's no mind up exercises or anything like that because this is the last day of the week. So we're kind of like slowing down, kind of like signing off for the rest day tomorrow, and then go into the week fresh. But yeah, having said that, 7 plates on the bar, which is a lot on the bar, 7 plates on the cable, which is a lot. We did 12 reps, which I'm very, very happy with. I have 2 more sets. I'm going to try my absolute best to match these 12 reps. But if not, that's fine. And then we're going to move into some back stuff. This setup looks weird, I'm not going to lie. There's a blade on the bench. The bench is slipping. The weight is too much. But yeah, it is what it is. One of the things that I want to say to you guys, when you do this exercise, it's a very, very good exercise. But so when you bring the weight down, make sure to push your chest forward as if you're reaching for something, and then up. And don't overdo it when you come up. Like, don't come up there or anything, so you have fucking lost balance doing that. So, no point, because when it's just front delts, you're training upper chest, not front delts. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 11. To be expected. I'm not gonna be expected also. I tried showing you what I meant when I said what good technique looks here for this exercise, and I fucking lost balance. That didn't help at all, because then I had to fucking find the position that I need to be in again, and waste of energy. That's probably where the last rep went to. That the energy for the last rep, from the 12th rep, went to fucking, putting myself straight again. One of the things that I was gonna say, coming in today, I was just kind of like checking myself, not in the mirror, just physically checking myself, seeing if I'm still sore from Friday's upper body, and I think I am. It's because as I was touching the chest and I was kind of like pressing against it, I could feel, my chest, like being a little bit sore. I don't think I'm 100% ready for this. Having said that, you never really know. And as I said that yesterday, it might be time to take a deload week for legs. Might as well be time to take a deload week for upper body as well. We'll see, because, it's well within my expectations, because I did 2 weeks before starting this program of training really hard, and this is week 3 of this program, which I'm training really, really hard, and I'm progressively overloading every single week. So that's 5 weeks total. And what science says, and take that with a pinch of salt, but what science says is, if you are training really hard, and you're progressively overloading and you're still training kind of hard, anywhere between 4 and 8 weeks, so a month and 2 months, anywhere between that time period, you should reach the point where you need a deload week. Now, deload week does not mean that you do not come to the gym. It means that you come to the gym and you approximately have everything. So if I'm going to do, let's say, 10 reps here, I'm going to do 5 reps with 3 or 4 plates, let's say, on my deload week. It's going to feel like nothing. It's going to be very quickly. It's going to be very quick. You're going to come in, you're going to go out in no time, which is good. But yeah, that will allow your body to kind of like recover and catch up properly. And I have a feeling we're reaching that stage. So it's going to be interesting to show you guys how that looks like in real life. Do the deload week to see how quickly and how easy it is compared to this. But it is absolutely necessary. Do not mistake that. It is absolutely necessary. So I have one more set here. I'm hoping I can do 12 or 11 or 11 reps. That would be good. And then we're going to move into some back stuff, and we'll go from there. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. Okay. So that's that for this exercise. We're going to do some back now. And we're going to go from there. Alrighty, so we're moving to back. And we're going to do a wide grip cable pull row. So last week we did 15 plates for 12 reps, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 15 plates for 12 reps. In all honesty, I'm going to try to beat that rep-wise. I'm not really going to go heavier here as well, because I don't see the point, in all honesty. I just did a couple of warm-up sets. Feels all right, but 15 plates, which is the exact same weight that I had on last time. I just did the last few sets with them, like 3 or 4 reps, just to kind of like warm myself up and get myself ready for it. It feels heavy, so I'm going to try and beat 12 reps. If I can do 13, if I can do 14, that would be fab. And I'm not really going to push it weight-wise. I'm going to push it rep-wise to begin with. And this is actually a good idea. If you are going to do any sort of progressive overload and you're going to start writing stuff down, always try to push the rep side of the things more first. Actually, sorry, push the rep side of the things more. So do more reps before you do more weight. So don't increase the weight first and then drop the reps. Increase the reps to, whatever your program says. If it says 10 to 15 reps and you do 11 and you do 12 rather, don't increase the weight. Try to do 15 first, 15 reps, and then increase the weight, because obviously that is going to drop down in, the amount of reps that you can do, which is fine. But again, this is important. Push the rep side of things first and then push the weight, which means do more reps until you reach a level where you're like, okay, 25 reps is a lot. Like, I don't want to do more than that. This is cardio now, essentially, right? And then you can actually push the weight. It's like, okay, let me put some more weight so I can actually be between that 10 to 15, 10 to 20 range, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing shoulders, 10 to 20 rep range is fantastic. If you're doing squats, 10 to 20 fucking reps in squats, that's cardio. You would benefit more from a lower rep range when it comes to big movements, and add more weight, but obviously keep the reps lower than you would from smaller muscle groups such as side delts. You can do 20 reps on a side delt, that's fine. So with that being said, I'm gonna try and beat. I always forget that this wall is not actually a wall. Anyway, seems all right. I'm gonna try and beat 12 reps here with the same weight as last week. Seven. Yeah. Oh, oh, fuck. Okay. 14 on the dot. That's pretty good. Oh. 15 plays for 14, so yeah, we're exactly on the dot. This exercise is supposed to be 10 to 14, so 14 reps. This is what I mean. Now, next week, I should actually add a plate here, which is going to drop the reps by 2 to 3. But it's fine, it's more weight. So, that being said, 2 more sets here, and then we're going to move into some flat dumbbell presses. Second set, 14 reps, get a match, something approximately 14 reps. Nope. Oh, wasn't going to do another here. All right. 13 reps. That wasn't bad at all. One more set, then I'm going to move into some flat dumbbell dumbbell presses. Ah. Oh, 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 fucking hell. Okay. Well, I completed that set. Alright, so we're going to move into some flat dumbbell presses with 40 kg on its hand. Last time we did 9 reps. Whether I can match that today, we're going to find that out. One of the things that I wanted to show you guys, let me grab lighter dumbbells and just show you what I mean. A lot of people, it should come to no surprise, but a lot of people, myself included when I started, are doing dumbbell presses like this, right? Not without speed, but look at the range of motion, right? A much better way to do it is obviously stabilize yourself and then take the dumbbell and bring it down all the way to your chest, like almost touching below your chest. Arch your back so your chest is proud, and then you drive up. Control the eccentric, don't drop it. Drive. Control the eccentric. That's below, literally like on the side of your chest. And up. Hopefully this makes more sense. And this is the proper way of doing it. So, with that being said, I'm going to take a minute and then we're going to move into the actual exercise. We have 3 sets, 40 kg on each hand. And kind of like go from there. Righty, let's hit it then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 10 good reps. To my surprise, still going up in weight. So, sorry, I just said still going up in weight. We didn't actually go up in weight. We went up by a rep. What I meant was progressive overload, still doing it. So, whew. All right. Righty, different angle, same exercise, same weight. Let's see if we can still do the sweet 10 reps. Okay. Not bad. Still 10 reps. Nice reps as well. I'll take that. So, one more set. Righty. Last set here then. Let's see what we can actually do. Every time I pull the dumbbells off the ground, I feel my back. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, okay. That's it. That's it for the chest. Have 2 sets of back and then lateral raises, and then we're done. Right, so last back exercise. We've got 2 sets here. So last week we did the maximum amount of reps that I'm supposed to do for this exercise for 15 plates. So we had what would you have? 15 plates for 12 reps. So today we're gonna do 16 plates, and let's see how many reps we can do here. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, 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 I was 10. I forgot how many reps I was supposed to do here. I think it's 10 to 12. Yeah, 10 to 12. Okay, so we did 10. That's fine. One more plate for 10 reps. One more plate, 2 less reps. That's fine. We're well within the 10 to 12 range, so that's fine. And then we have the 45-degree full Roman cable laterals. After I do one more set here. Six, 7, 8. Oh, oh, that was 10. Whew. Okay. That raises. We're going to call it a day. Final exercise for the day, 45-degree. I say 45-degree, but it's essentially cable lateral raises. Now, one of the things that I'm going to change from last week is, and I saw that from Jeff Nippard, one of his videos, he just gave that sort of advice to someone, and I thought that was a pretty good advice. Obviously, Jeff knows a little bit more than me on this, on bodybuilding and stuff. So instead of, a lot of people, when they do this exercise, so cable lateral raises, they start from the bottom. So this is essentially all the way at the bottom, and then they do this. Nothing wrong with that. However, there is a better way to do it, and that is to literally have this at the same height as your arm, kind of like your hand, where the handle is essentially. So this creates a 90-degree, between your arm and the cable. So 90 degrees is here, whereas if you were all the way down here, 90 degrees is literally kind of like here, which means that you're going to have to stop here and then bring it all the way to the top. 90 degrees, see? But there is a much better way of doing it, and that is by bringing that up. 90 degrees is now here, which obviously puts a lot of tension on your side delts, which is exactly what you want. Now, having said that, we're going to do the first set. This is supposed to be anywhere from 10 to 15. Last week we did, I believe the first set was 16, and then we kind of like dropped in reps. But with these, the way that I'm going to do it now, I'm going to see whether or not I can actually do 16, because this is supposed to be a little bit more difficult because your side delt is always under tension. So that being said, let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so that was the exact same amount of reps, which is good. Not complaining at all. But I'm just saying, I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult, and perhaps it is. But which means that I guess we could say you're progressively overloading because the muscles are under tension for longer time. Anyway, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, this is not getting easier. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to, since we're progressively overloading. But yeah, 16 reps. There was a difference in my opinion. Like I could really feel the difference. Whereas if I had it all the way at the bottom, even though I stop at around 45 degrees, it's still, I don't think it's still kind of like the 90-degree angle that I'm looking for, which means that it takes away from the tension here, which essentially puts your side delt into a rest position. And again, there's nothing wrong per se with that, but you can actually maximize the efficiency of the exercise by doing it this way. Seth was right. This is definitely a lot better. And yeah, guys, I mean, your fitness journey is going to be a lot like that. I've been doing side laterals since I started. I've been doing side laterals because they're an easy exercise to do, and you can actually replicate it with dumbbells, with cables, straight bars. You can do front rows. So many exercises that you can actually do side lats with. But this I've never actually done before. It's been 4 years since I started training, and I come across new things every day. Also, it's kind of like, I'll say this as well, because the fitness industry and the bodybuilding industry as well, they're getting big now, like proper big, and a lot of people are into it. There's more and more science experiments are coming out, more and more, researches, more and more studies, and we learn new things as well. Like a lot of the people would say 10 years ago, the advice that they would give you, although they are professionals and the best in their field, it would be very different than the advice that these same individuals will give you now. And that's understandable. It's like our knowledge was limited, and we were going off studies of that were done at the 80s. It's not the same anymore, But this is way more optimal to actually maximize the efficiency of this exercise, and yeah, just bring that around the same height that the handle is at. So when you do this, you can actually be on the 90-degree angle that you need to be. So yeah, 2 more sets and we're done. And I guess with that, I'm just going to go straight into it because side delts don't really take a long time to, heal, let's say. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. All right, so dropped by a rep, that's fine. One more set and we're done. Ten, 15. Oh, oh, 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, ooh. Okay, and that's it. That's the end of week 3 of this program. Once again, we progressively overloaded on pretty much everything with the exception of maybe leg press and Smith squats towards the end of the week. I'm still happy, very happy with the way this is progressing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I might need a deload week very, very soon, but I think next week is going to be the decider on whether I actually need to rest or not yet. We'll see. If next week lifts are kind of like, if they are the same as this week's, I don't think I need a deload. But if the performance drops, if I literally can't do the amount of weight for the amount of reps that I did this week, next week, that is a good sign that I need a deload week. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, sorry, I was being like this, not because I want to diss you guys, but because my shoulders are just in pain and I don't know where to put them. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Pretty good week overall. We're done. We're going to go home. We're going to eat loads. I say loads, I mean within the cut, but we're going to eat a big meal now because it's almost 1 o'clock. So by the time I eat, it's going to be 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything today. Not ideal, but it is what it is. And then we're going to rest tonight, tomorrow all day. And I'm going to see you on Tuesday at the gym for another upper body workout. Peace, boys and girls.